Noisy Pixel.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to another Noisy Pixel Response, where I talk about some things, normally comments, but I have been lazy recently, so I just thought that I would pick a topic, talk to you about it. Today, I'm going to talk about something controversial. You see, RPGs, especially in the PlayStation era, they weren't all rated the same, and they weren't all beloved, and there's a couple games that I want to highlight that aren't particularly good in the sense that the mainstream media and fans enjoyed them, but I enjoyed them. And I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to break down what's so good about video in this response, but that's just a plug for one of our other shows on the YouTube channel, so go check that out if you haven't. No, today I'm just going to ballpark you to some games that I think are good, and then open the floor to games that you think are good that maybe others don't. And then we can create a nice little forum and get some ideas for future videos and get you involved in creating those. So, the first game I want to talk about is Beyond the Beyond. It is an RPG released on the PlayStation in 1996 in the West, 1995 in Japan, developed by Camelot Software and directed by Shugo Takahashi, who went on to direct and produce some of the Mario sports game like Tennis. I think he was a producer on Mario Tennis Aces from 2018. But yeah, so even though this game is bad, we'll get into that, he went on to create and direct some well-received games, so good for him. As for the game itself, I feel that people gave it a bad rap by comparing it to Final Fantasy games at the time, because that's all they wanted. Back in 95, everyone just wanted Final Fantasy. And when you compare something to Final Fantasy at that time, you're gonna get let down. You're gonna get let down. Beyond the Beyond, the story is very generic. It is extremely straightforward, but you know what? When I played it as a kid, I loved it. I thought it was so cool to walk around and the towns that you get to explore, and the when the antagonist shows up, I don't know. It's just a creative RPG at that time for me that wasn't Final Fantasy, and that kind of opened up the doors to RPGs that, hey, there's RPGs out there that aren't Final Fantasy and that I can enjoy, which forced me to pick up a Funko Land magazine and try to find all the RPG names that I can. But I digress. Beyond the Beyond starts off, you're in a town, you have to go to this cave or something, and the story opens up after that. You know, I haven't played it in a while, but I really want to after talking about it with you right now. So I probably will. You might see something on the site about it where I break it down further for you. But the battle system is just for me, I don't know. It was like a 3D-esque battle system where the camera kind of comes down and shows the full scale of the characters, because on the screen they're just these little pixel chibi characters, which is why people knocked it, because it looked like a Super Nintendo game on the PlayStation. And they also use MIDI soundtracks and stuff like that. So, I mean, you can guess that. I mean, people were just oh, we want Final Fantasy. Whatever. We don't need Final Fantasy all the time. But yeah, you play as this guy named Finn, who's 13 or 14 years old, and he's trying to be some knight or something, and there's these bad things called the Vicious Ones that are invading the world, and then you have to stop them. It's super point A to point B. You know what you're gonna get when you get in this game, but I can't help liking it. You know? I just can't help liking it. And if this is the first time you've heard of this game, then maybe check it out. You probably won't like it. There's a lot of battles. I think every 5 steps you're gonna run into a battle, and you're gonna be why the hell can't I get anywhere in this game? Well, it's because you just keep fighting. Another game that people don't talk about enough, but is arguably one of my favorite games ever, is Saga Frontier 2. This is a game that I played as a kid, and I just loved it. I loved the multiple perspectives on the same story. I loved the aging of the characters. I loved the non-linear map where you can kind of just go from different points and travel to different time periods to meet up with these characters and see how they evolved over the course of this generation. I mean, with video games, you typically are just with a character from one point of their life to like maybe 6 months or something after. But this spans an entire lifetime of these characters, and like from when they're kids to when they're adults, and what happened, what shaped them, what wars broke out between regions. For me as a kid, I didn't understand a lot of that until I returned to it later on in my life, but I knew it was huge and I knew it was fun. I also liked the kind of pre-rendered backgrounds and the pixel characters and the designs. Oh man, like Saga Frontier 2 is a great RPG, and I don't think enough people talk about it. Not a lot of people seem to like it that much, and which is beyond me. The animation in this game is brilliant. They have a battle system where you learn attacks by just like choosing like punch, kick, and then combining those, and then little lightning bolt or whatever, a little light bulb pops over someone's head and you get to learn a new attack. You can also do like one-on-one where you're just one character on the field and you get to attack the monster and fight them that way. You see like the fully realized pixel character. The monsters are on the field and you can just escape them or hit them. It's, I don't know, just like that game really stood out to me as one of my favorite all-time RPGs, and it confuses me why not a lot of people talk about it today. And I definitely want to explore that game more in the future when I have a little bit more time. As you can see on the site right now, at least, there is a lot of reviews and previews going up, so it kind of limits the extra stuff that I'm allowed to do, but rest assured we are going to be expanding outside of reviews and previews, and that's something that we definitely want to do because we are a fan of video games and we want to share that with you. Aside from that, those are my two games that I think that have a bad rep and not a lot of people talk about, and they probably should at least give them a shot. I'm sure there's other games out there. I kind of want to focus on the PlayStation era, but please let me know what games you thought were good but other people thought were bad. But if we're gonna go into PS3, I'll just say it, guys. I thought Final Fantasy 13 was a good game and I had fun playing it, non-ironically. And for that, to close the show out, here's a little snippet of that awesome Final Fantasy 13 battle music. Catch you next week, guys. Have a great time. Wash your hands. Stay safe. Thank you so much. Bye.